Welcome to another solution video short by Smart ERP Solutions. Founded by former Oracle PeopleSoft architects, we deliver innovative solutions to enhance the functionality of your PeopleSoft applications. Today, we'll be demoing our Smart Personnel Action Form solution, providing simplification, streamlining, and extending the functionality, as well as enriching the end-user experience. Smart PAF is delivered as a bolt-on solution that seamlessly integrates to your PeopleSoft application. It works on any release and is designed to minimize code and upgrade impacts. The Personnel Action Form, or PAF, is a data entry form used for various payroll actions. Typically, personnel action forms are entered manually using various printed forms. The printed form is then sent to HR, payroll, and various other departments for approval. Once approved, it is then manually entered into PeopleSoft. The manual nature of the process in turn necessitates to non-value-added reconciliations and audits, which ultimately results in error handling and delays. We know that every organization has different processes and procedures based on their policies and legal requirements. If you currently use the delivered PAF, you know how limited the functionality is and that it is not very useful in encompassing the PAF process. Today, we will be showing the Termination PAF as an example. However, what we've created with Smart PAF is a way for you to automate your organization's processes and procedures all in one place. You can now decentralize your PAFs so that they can be entered by an employee or manager or supervisor and routed easily for all approvals and actions that need to be taken downstream. Again, we are going to demo this on the termination process, but this can be used for any process that your organization utilizes: hiring, leave of absence, employee transfers, summer pay, etc. We've created an intelligent user interface which can look and function in whatever capacity your organization needs and can calculate complicated formulas for you. The page can behave differently based on your login. Intelligent and robust workflow routing based on criteria that you define, and attachments that stay with the document throughout the document lifecycle, just to mention a few. We are going to show two very different examples on the same personnel action. But keep in mind that whatever your organization's needs are, we can use our framework to accommodate them. What we are showing now is the paper document for example 1. They utilized this form to complete all possible personnel actions. They wanted to have a page that looked exactly like the paper form that they used, and that based on the employee, full-time versus part-time, or action that was being taken, resignation versus termination, there are different rules or paths that the document would take. For example, the workflow routing would be different for a part-time employee. There probably wouldn't be any actions that the benefits department would need to take, so it would not get routed to them. What we have done is we have taken this document and automated it for them. We have also built in downstream processing, which we will show now. We will start by creating a termination personnel action form. This is for a temporary hourly employee termination. As I mentioned, this page was designed to meet this customer's requirements. You decide what your page looks like and what fields and functionality you need to assist in making your employees more efficient and to eliminate the need for paper. We will enter the description for the action being taken, pull the employee ID from the lookup, choose the job end date, and the action reason of resignation. Then we save. Attachments are another possible feature of the PAF. In this instance, we will attach a resignation letter. Simply click on the attachment icon, browse for and choose your attachment, click Upload, and then OK. You can attach all of the supporting documentation you need, which will stay with the document throughout its life cycle. Threaded collaboration is yet another feature. This will also stay with the document throughout its life cycle and is easily accessible and in the same place on every document. Workflow is another smart framework that we've configured for this PAF. As you can see, you can preview the workflow path prior to submitting. Then you can submit, all from the same place. Once submitted, the status will change to pending, awaiting the next approver to take action. We will quickly log in as the first approver. Choose our document, preview the workflow, and take the action of approve. We will add some comments and then click approve. For the sake of time, we have already logged in as the second approver and approved this document. So we are now going in as the final approver, choosing our document, and we can preview the workflow path and expand the comment section, and then we will approve this document. Please note that all of the workflow actions such as preview, submit, approve, and deny are only available when appropriate. They would not be available to me if I were not an approver. Final approval is complete. Now we will navigate you to the job record so that we can see that we have built in the functionality for the job record to be updated, in this case with the termination row, upon final approval. We will now show example 2, which is also for termination personnel action, but as you will see, behaves and functions very differently. Again, this was made to meet this customer's requirements. You give us your requirements and we'll meet them as well. We've logged into the Smart PAF, and the first difference I would like to point out is when you enter this page, you are entering as a manager and you see only your employees. The page needs to be intelligent and behave differently based on the action. For example, if this is a full-time employee, they wanted the benefits payout to be available as a field, so it can be populated. We are going to pick our employee, choose our action from a drop-down list, and based on what action we choose, the page behaves differently. As you can see now, the attachments box has appeared at the bottom of the page. For this organization, you must attach a resignation letter if that's the action that you choose. We will now enter the effective date. We have built in some additional logic that will throw an error if you enter incorrect information, so we will pick the wrong things first. As you can see, the message says, the effective date should only be 1 day after the last day worked. So we'll click OK, and we'll go back in and fix it. We will add the attachment as required by this organization. Click the attachment icon, browse for and choose your attachment, and upload. Remember that this attachment will stay with this document throughout its life cycle. As mentioned previously, the payout field needed to be available. Another enhancement we built was that upon submitting to workflow, if the employee is funded by a grant, for example, there will be warnings that will indicate that this document will have to be approved by additional people. You would go through the same approval process, so we will log in as the final approver and go through this very quickly, but I would like to point out our common approval inbox. This is used for all documents that might be waiting for your approval. We will choose our document and take the approval action. Upon final approval, this document will also update the job record with a termination row. That concludes our demo. As you've seen, Smart Personnel Action Forms can be as complex or simplified as your organization needs. It also allows you to streamline, decentralize, and extend functionality, which in turn allows you to become more effective as an organization. And, as with all of our smart solutions, Smart PAF has virtually no upgrade impact due to the innovative bolt-on design. Thank you for watching this Smart Solution video short. Please call or click today at smarterp.com for more information or to arrange for a personal demonstration.